Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be coding more C++. Oh boy. I'm going to be learning with you guys because I'm a loser who doesn't study before making an actual video. So let's do this. This is a little shortcut if you want it. Using namespace std. This will make it so you don't have to write std every time at the beginning of a C out or C in or whatever you have to write std at the beginning of. So let's start. I'm going to be teaching you about loops and some, well, variable types, such as an int, an integer, and a float, doubles, and yeah, that's it. I'm not going to be learning about characters just yet because I don't really mind. So let's start. An integer stands for a number. So let's name it my awesome int, and let's equal it to 22. Then we also want it. So then there are floats. Then let's make a float. And be aware, floats are a little weird, but this is what they do. Let's name it my awesome float. Let's equal it to 20. Well, 2.5. Then you'll see no issues found, which is really nice. Then there are doubles. Doubles are a little sneaky little thing. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but here's what they do. You can store more numbers with decimals and numbers. So yeah, let's try. Let's name it my awesome double. I know it's just my awesome every single time, but who cares? Let's name it 23/5.7. And you'll see no issues found. So you'll see that it actually works. And if you want to see if it actually worked, then you can also write cout and whatever these things are, tags I think, and then write my awesome double. We'll actually change it to an int. My awesome int, cout, and then my awesome float, and my awesome double. And then you can test it to see if it works. So yeah. You probably can't see it, but it worked. At least for me. 22, then .25, then 23. And make sure that they're spaced out probably, because that's important. You'll see if you do what I did, it'll just give you a long number, so be careful about that. But it worked. So let's go do something actually cool. Let's make a while loop. I'm gonna go study that. Be right back. Okay guys, I figured out how to make a very simple one. So you have to write for loop, well just for, and then int I. So right now it's setting an integer to name I. And then very quickly, just gonna take a little peek. We're gonna make it equal 10. Then we're just gonna put a little semicolon right there. And then you're just gonna do a little n is greater than 0. So they're letting whatever know. Oh, well, it's supposed to be I. There we go. We're letting know that we're telling the computer that I is greater than 0, which it probably should already know. Then we're just going to add this, which is I plus dash dash. If I'm not mistaken, then we have to write this. Gotta get some curly brackets, and then you have to write C out, and then I, and then one last time. Well, apparently you have to write it like this. And you have to write it like that. Then at one point you have to write this. Oh, this is kind of tiring. Okay. So then you just add this. And then, if you run it, you should get a nice little countdown. And the more numbers you want, you can just set this to 100. And then, you'll get 100 numbers. Which is really nice. Now, which is really cool. So, let's make another for loop. For loop. For. And then, we're gonna do this. It's very simple. So you just have to write test. Well, actually, hold on. I'm just gonna test something. Actually, you know what? Let's just write a while loop. So let's write while, which, cool. So, I don't know why I wrote it in tags. We just need to look like this. So, this is letting the computer know while something happens, do this. But right now, the computer doesn't know what to do because there's nothing in here. So let's put something in it. Let's write while test is greater than cool. We should write some curly brackets. We're gonna write C out, and then, whatever you want to write. Let's say I want to write it. It worked. And if it worked, then you'll see it worked. Which it didn't. Oh, I just realized something. Rewrite. So, no issues found, ignore the errors. Then, if you run it, it should just go on and on forever. Make sure you close it, because it will crash. You might want to write break, and then a semicolon. Then you'll see it'll only write once. But if you are writing this to a really mean person and if you want them to know that you really hate them, then just delete it. So yeah, that's the basics of a while loop, some variables, and a for loop. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.